Hey, welcome to this month's video. So this month we're doing something a little bit fun and a little bit creative with fonts and images. We're going to recreate something similar to this image. So it's being able to add an image, wrapping it around text, giving it that 3D look. So I'm going to show you how we do this step by step, and then I would love to see your creations that you make with your products, with yourself as the main focal point, wrapping yourself around an image in a 3D effect. So to create this, we first of all need a blank page. So I've got a blank page here, and there are a couple of main things that we need. We need an image and we need text. So if you hit the T key, you'll get a paragraph box come up. So I'm going to use the word hello just because it's a nice word to use. You can use any word at all. You could use your business name, for example, if you wanted to. This works very well with nice bold fonts, very similar to this one. I'm going to stretch it out so it's nice and big. I may just have a quick look at some other fonts. It works very well with a nice big bold font, so say the Archivo Black would work well. You could use this one. I quite like this one. Let's go with this one. Let's have a go with this one. Again, it is a nice bold black font. It's not too fancy. It's not got lots of swishes and swirls, which can make it trickier to get the arm through the hole. So we've got our font. We also now need our image to go with it. So I am just going to use a photo from the Canva photo section, but you could use a photo of yourself, for example. You don't have to use one from Canva, you can upload your own. It's nice to be able to use a photo that has got an arm or a leg. Yoga instructors, perfect, legs in the air. You could have legs through the three letters. So it's good to use something that you can put an arm or a leg or something through, head through. I quite like this dude here. He's got this nice arm up in the air. What I want to do with this is remove the background. So if you've got Pro, you can go over to Effects and click Background Remover, and it will take the background away from your image. If you don't have Pro, you can use a website called remove.bg. Upload the photo and it will remove the background for you that you can then upload into your Canva account. Now we could have him wrapping himself around the H, or we can have him with his arm going through the O. You could have him through the E, have him wherever you want. Once you've got the understanding of how it works, you can experiment with different letters. I'm going to go with the O just because it's a nice, easy, simple way to have an arm go through. So I need to flip the image because I want the arm on the other side. So I'm just going to flip him. Okay, so up to the flip section, flip horizontally. Here we go. Now we can place him where we want him to go. We want him placed so the arm can go through the O. Okay, so we've got him in the right position. We now need to position him to the back. Okay, so he is now behind our text. Okay, so highlight the image again and then go to the Duplicate tab and put it directly over the top of the first image. Now, this is where it starts to look good. On the top image, this little white tab, we're going to move it across. Okay, so now we have got our man in front of the HELL and his arm is behind the O. Okay, now go back to the main image that's at the bottom, or you could even use the one that's on top. They're both the same. Hit duplicate and then position it directly on top. We're going to pull the arm back out again and we are going to go cut in the other side. Can you see how this is working? Can you see what I'm doing? All right. But for this one, we want this hand in, this part of the arms to be out. So we just want the top hand. And there you have it. So we've used 3 images, and by layering them and cropping the edges, we are able to have it look as though he's got his arm through, which gives a really lovely 3D effect. Now, as we also remove the background, we can change the colour of the background. You can have any colour you want because the background's transparent, so it will not hinder any of the images. You will still see the images clear, the text clear, and the whole coloured background. And that's it really. So I'd love to see your examples of this, being able to put body parts or wrapping somebody, a leg, an arm, a head. You know, you could use any part. You could even do this with products, with teddy bears, for example, or dolls, that kind of thing. Giving text and people that 3D effect. You can even duplicate the text and change the colour to give the text a 3D effect as well. So it now looks like he's got his hand in amongst the shadow of the background colour of the text. So it's just an example of different things that you can do in Canva, fun things that don't take that long to do. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I would love to see your examples of doing this.